Welcome to our Monday night live sessions. It's going to be an energising class tonight. So what I want you to do is breathe really deeply throughout all your poses, and if at any time you feel that you want to step back a bit, then just come into mountain pose or go down into child's pose. So close your eyes and connect with your breath. Feel the connection between the earth and your body. Feel the support that you have from the earth. Feel it grounding you. And at the same time, lengthen the spine upwards. So root down with your hips into the earth and lengthen up from the low back, mid back, top of your back. And then let your shoulders relax. And tune into your breath. Notice each inhale and each exhale. And check in with where your mind's at tonight. Are you thinking about what you're going to do after the class? What you've got on tomorrow? And if you're finding that your mind's starting to wander, make that extra effort, your gift to yourself, to stay in this moment. So anchor down in your breath and don't let your mind wander. This is your 90-minute practice. Nothing else matters apart from your self-care. Let's start off with our 3-part breath, our diaphragmatic breath. So bring your hands onto your tummy, keep your eyes closed. And inhale, fill the lungs completely. Feel your tummy ballooning into your hands. And exhale, draw the tummy towards the low spine, the low back. Emptying the lungs of the breath. And keep this going. Inhaling, balloon the belly into your hands. And exhale, draw your tummy towards your low back, emptying all the air from the lungs. And really have a sense that you're cleansing your body of what you don't need. Now bring your hands to the sides of your body. So not quite as deep a breath as first breath, but still a fairly deep breath. So inhaling into the sides of the lungs. so that you feel the expansion of the little muscles in between all the ribs, the intercostal muscles. And exhale. Feel the tension seeping away from the mid-back. And keep this going. Now after your next exhale, bring your fingertips onto your collarbones. So a shorter breath. If you feel anxious at all, remember, just come back to your natural breathing. So inhaling, direct the breath just to where the collarbones are, and exhale, relax the shoulders and the upper back, and keep this going. Keep your right hand where it is and bring your left hand down onto your tummy. Keep your eyes closed and let's put the 3-part breath together. So inhaling, bottom of the lungs, mid lungs, top of the lungs, and exhale the breath away. And keep this going. Lower the hands so that the backs of the hands are resting on the thighs, palms facing up. And relax your breathing, keep your eyes closed, and just come back to your natural breath. Just observing without judgment how you're feeling now. And feel connected. Feel that you're present and completely in this moment. And open your eyes. Bring your hands together, clasp your hands, and gently move into your wrist joints, just lubricating the wrist joints. Taking the hands in the opposite direction. And then shaking the hands. Bring your fingertips of your hands in front of you with the heels of the hands closest towards me, so heels of the hands away from you, and just gently put a little bit of pressure on to your fingertips. Not too much, we're just trying to have a little stretch in the insides of the wrists. And gently bringing the hands back up. Give them a little shake. Clasp the hands again and think of making a little figure of 8. Not quite sure what I'm doing here, but it's certainly not a figure of 8. So just give them a wee wiggle, then go in the opposite direction. And again, gently shake out the hands. Okay, come onto your hands and knees. If you need extra padding, get hold of a cushion or a little blanket. And we're doing cat-cow. So bring your hands onto the mat, underneath your shoulders, with the knees directly underneath your hips. Knees are hip distance apart. Inhale, head comes up, tailbone comes up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. So keep going with this. If you want to make it more meditative, you can close your eyes. And this really does make it a deeper practice, a deeper movement. And tuning in to your breathing. As you exhale, feel the back muscles expanding as you round the spine. And as you inhale, feel the tummy muscles relaxing. Feel the tailbone pushing up towards the ceiling. And feel your back easing as you move through cat-cow poses. And after your next exhale, come down into extended child. So hands are out in front of you. Bring your head down towards the floor. And relax the hips towards the heels. Tuck your toes under and push up into down dog. Taking your dog for a little walk. So just lifting one heel, then the opposite heel. Just loosening off calf muscles, ankles. Then come back to your down dog. Gently lower the knees. And come into child's pose. So the arms can come by the sides this time. Or you can rest your forehead on your fists. Extend the arms out. Shoulder distance apart and coming up into down dog. Lower the knees and send the tailbone back. And gently bring yourself all the way up to standing. So we're doing a selection of suns tonight. The weather is supposed to be good, but it's a lovely evening tonight, but it's supposed to get even better. So let's really encourage the sun to come to Scotland. So we'll start off with our gentle suns. So that's where we do our tabletop. Then we'll do our plank, and then we'll do some forest suns as well. So, you all know this one, so let's do it together. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhaling, extend the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the left foot, place the left knee on the mat. Right foot back to tabletop. Extend the knees back, extend the hips back into child's pose. Come through onto your tummy. And up to cobra or up dog. Back to tabletop, tuck the toes under, down dog. Lower the knees. Left foot forward, tuck the toes under of the right foot. And step the right foot forward, come into forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do the right side. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Take the right foot back, place the right knee on the mat. Left knee back to tabletop. Send the hips back. Come through onto your tummy. Into an up dog or a cobra. Come back to tabletop, tuck the toes under, down dog. Lower the knees, step the right foot forward, left foot forward, gently uncurl, big stretch here, exhale, hands to heart. To stand in your mountain pose, close your eyes. Allow your arms to rest by your sides and root down into your active feet. And just notice how you are breathing. Notice the subtle changes in your body, so the increase in the heart rate, perhaps an increase in the body temperature. And really stay connected with your body. And open your eyes. Let's do plank version if you're okay with that. Otherwise, you're doing the tabletop version that we just did before. So, come into the short edge of your mat, hands at your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Keep the knee off the mat if you're doing plank version. Right foot back, hold your plank. Knees down, extended child. Coming through onto your tummy, into a cobra or an up dog. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Step the left foot through, the right foot through. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right foot. Step back with the left foot to plank. Ensure your core is engaged. Everything's in a lovely straight line. Knees down. Extended child. Coming through onto your tummy. Into an up dog. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Step through with the right foot. Coming through with the left foot. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And again, stand in your mountain. This time, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy. Close your eyes and connect deeply with your breath. Feel how strong your body is. Notice the energy that you're awakening through all your sun salutations. All the fire energy that we can use to recharge our whole bodies. Lower the hands and open your eyes. Forest suns, so these are slightly different, but I'll just run through one side just as a little reminder for you. So for forest suns, starting off the same, we bring the left leg back, left knee on the mat, and we're coming up into extend our arms up. We step back to plank, we lower the knees, and it's a modified chaturanga, so we bend the elbows backwards, lower ourselves down. We come into a cobra, so we bring the hands forwards in front of the shoulders, traction the back as you bring yourself up, and pulling with the hands into the mat, you're tractioning as you lower yourself down as well. Hands come underneath the shoulders, down dog. We step the left foot forward, right knee comes on the mat. If you need padding under the knee, you can do so. And then stepping forward, coming all the way up. Okay, so let's all do it together. Hands at your heart. Inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, forward fold. Lunge, left knee back, place it on the mat. Inhale and raise the arms up. Exhale to plank. Knees down, lower all the way down. Cobra, hands come forward a little bit. Traction the back as you're lifting up. Exhaling all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders, down dog. Lunge, left foot forward, right knee on the mat. Raise the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right foot, right knee is on the mat. Inhale and raising the arms up. Exhale to plank. Knees down, lower all the way down. Hands come forward, traction the back. Exhale and lower down. Hands underneath the shoulders, down dog. Lunge, right foot through, left knee is on the mat. Raise the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot forward. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Stand in your mountain. Keep your feet active because this really helps to ground you. Close your eyes, hands by your sides. Root into your active feet. Switch on your thigh muscles, your glutes, your tummy muscles. Let the shoulders melt down your back. There's no need to be holding on to all that tension. Soften your jaw. And open your eyes. Okay, let's do warrior two. So left foot out, right foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat, or the foot's turned in slightly. Just check your alignment in your left knee. Let's start off with the legs straight, hands at your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Gaze can be directly in front of you with a neutral neck, or you can take your gaze along your left fingertips. Root down into the floor equally with both feet. So both legs are active. Check into where you're holding the tension. And let your body relax. So try not to fight the pose, and just be in the pose. Inhaling, hands to heart. Exhale, heel toe the feet together so that their feet are hip distance apart. And let's come into forward fold. So hinge forward. If you need to bend the knees, do so. Take hold of the opposite elbows and gently move from side to side. Release the arms. Use your tummy muscles. Uncurl. Support your head to bring yourself all the way up. Now let's do warrior two on the opposite side. Stepping out your right foot this time. Different hip, different knee, so just checking in to see how it feels on this side. And straighten your legs, hands at your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, coming into your warrior two. So relax your shoulders. And be the strong warrior that you are. Really embrace the pose. Whatever life throws at you, you're strong and you can deal with it. And if your legs are starting to fire up, connect more deeply with your breath. So the warrior poses are fire poses. So we're really energizing our body here. So enjoy being in this pose. And exhale, hands to heart. Heel toe the feet together. Give the legs a good shuggle here. You might be feeling it in your thighs, backs of the thighs. So give your legs a little rub if you need to. And let's come into your peaceful warrior. Take the water first. So Shanti warrior, left foot out. Same setup for our warrior two, but remember this time we go in the opposite direction. So hands at your heart. Inhale and extend the arms. Exhale, come into your warrior two stance. Lengthen up with your left arm, oh no, other arm, other arm, and bringing yourself back. So your left arm is brushing past your ear. Feel the big stretch down the left side of your body. And keep bending into your left knee. If you're feeling that your breathing is restricted, rather than stopping breathing as deeply, think of breathing even more deeply. So we're really massaging all the organs here, mostly in the right side because this is the constricted side. Inhaling, sweep the arm up so that you're back to your warrior two. And let's cartwheel the arm over. So right arm comes over, coming down onto the floor, step back to down dog. Take your dog for a little walk here, so gently lift the opposite heels. Come back to down dog. And step the right foot forward this time. Warrior two on this side. And raise the arms up, bending into the right knee. Sweeping the left arm up this time and bringing yourself into your Shanti warrior, peaceful warrior. Good bend in the right knee. Back leg is straight. You can look up towards the top hand if you want to do that, or you can just come into the pose with a relaxed neck. I prefer to relax my neck in the poses, but it's up to you what you want to do. And inhaling, arms back up to warrior two. Exhale, hands to heart. Heel toe the feet together. And gently work into the legs again. And let's do warrior one. So we're going for it with the legs to start off with. So let's start off with left leg forward, right foot back. So both hips are facing the short edge of your mat. Hands in front of your heart. Inhale, lengthen up from the low back, and exhale, bend into the left knee. Stay here, or if you're happy to, you can raise the arms up overhead, wrap your shoulders, and lengthen up the back. Check in with where your mind's at. Come into the pose, come into your body. And feel the power of the warrior pose. Remember, if I was to come over through your screen and just gently poke you with my finger, you don't want to be falling over. So that's how solid you want to feel in your warrior poses. Lower the hands. Step the right foot forward, shaking out the legs. And let's step back with the left leg. Hands at your heart. So both hips facing the front. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bending into the front knee. Have your steady warrior one legs. And if you're okay to raise your arms up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, wrap the shoulders. And soften your face muscles. Just be aware, especially when we're in these fiery poses, that you don't clench your jaw. you know, or your neck muscles. Just try and relax the muscles that aren't getting used. Lower the hands to the heart. Step the feet together and gently shiggle out with the arms. So take a drink of your water if you've got your water. Okay, let's do pyramid pose. So you have a choice. Remember, using blocks isn't a sign of that you're not as flexible. Using props or blocks or anything can be really good in a pose. So I'm going to show you pyramid pose with the blocks. So if you have a wee look here, we place the blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can use a couple of sturdy books. Both hips are facing the front, but we're keeping our legs straight. Blocks are on the mat, the tallest way. So we lengthen up from the hips and we're hinging forward. So from here, place your hands onto your blocks, and what happens here is a contraction from the low back. So you're getting a lovely stretch here, and you can also relax the neck in this pose. If you're not using the blocks, you tend to get more of a stretch in the hamstrings and not so much in the back. It becomes a slightly different stretch. You can get, if you can get down deeper, that's up to you if you want to do that, or you can use the blocks tonight. So, choice is yours. You can also just place your hands in the front of the thigh if you don't want to go down as deep, even with the blocks. So set yourself up. If you have blocks, I would recommend going to the blocks first, and then you can explore going down further if you want to. That's quite a nice progression. Okay, so let's start off with our hands at our heart. Inhale, extending up, and exhale, hinge from the hips. So draw your tummy towards your low back, and you're coming down with a flat back. Both hands are on your block. Both legs are straight unless you have tweaky knees, tweaky hamstrings, or tweaky back. You can have a little bend in the knees, otherwise legs are straight. Inhale into the upper back and exhale, hinge a little deeper over the left leg, the front leg. Think of drawing the right hip slightly forward and the left hip slightly back. Just helps to align your pelvis. See how you feel here. It might be that by using the blocks, you have actually managed to get into the deep stretch. So if you want to lower the hands down, you can do so. Otherwise, keep the hands in the block and breathe deep. Continue to breathe super deep. Soften your face muscles. Let your head relax. To come up, gently bring one hand onto your left thigh, opposite hand onto left thigh, and come up with a flat back. Take the right foot forward and let's set the opposite leg back. But have a little shiggle before we do so. Big stretch, especially if you incorporate the blocks. So we're doing opposite side, so get your props handy and step back the left foot. Both hips are facing the front, remember. And Just make sure you're happy. So it's different hips, so it will be slightly different compared to the opposite side. Hands at your heart. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale. Draw your tummy towards the low back as you hinge over your front leg. Legs are straight if possible. Place your hands onto your blocks. Inhale into the upper back and exhale, hinge over the front leg. And be curious with your yoga practice. See if one side feels different compared to the other. So these are good things to know because it means that you're really tuning into your body when you're doing your yoga practice. So just notice if it's a little bit harder to get down in this side, or maybe it's easier. Draw the left hip forward and the right hip back slightly. Very, very subtle movement. If you are happy to place your hands either in the lower setting of the block or onto the mat to explore a different sensation, then go for it. And relax the muscles in your neck so that your head can be heavy. Gently bring one hand onto the right thigh, opposite hand onto the right thigh, and bringing yourself carefully all the way up. So just take a moment, come to your mountain pose, root down into both feet and close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to come, your shoulder blades to just gently move down your back. Just let everything settle. Feel that you're pushing into the mat with both feet, so active feet. Switch on both legs. And open your eyes. So we're still playing with the blocks tonight. So triangle pose. So even if you can do triangle or your regular practice triangle without a block, I invite you to have a little play with me tonight. So use your block. For triangle, we'll start off on the left side. So I'll just demo with the block. So you can place the block in front of the foot or to the outside of the foot. We'll come into it the same way as we normally do. But if you normally put your hand straight onto your shin, what I'd invite you to do is actually put your hand onto the block, and you'll notice that you maybe can open up this side a little bit more, and perhaps the low back. Might feel weird and not good for you, so just go back to your normal way of doing it if you prefer that. So, have your prop handy, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, extend through the arms. Lengthen forward, sliding down your imaginary wall and connecting with your block. Upper arm can point towards the ceiling, or hand is in the low back, the sacral part of your spine. It's actually quite nice to place the hand on the low back because you can get some heat from your hand into your back. Reaching the right fingertips towards the ceiling, root down into the right foot and the left foot. So both legs are working. You can look up to the top hand if that's good for you, or if you prefer to relax your neck the way I'm doing it, then you can go for that. Listen to your body. Inhaling, gently bend into the left knee, and exhaling, bringing yourself all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go straight into the opposite side. So take your block to the right side, either to the inside of the foot or to the outside of the foot. Hands at your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, lengthen forward. And woof, come down onto your block. So be balanced as well. You can have your hand on your low back if that's good. Actually, that's interesting. This side doesn't like me using the block. So that's quite a nice, when you use props, you'll find that out as well. So if it doesn't feel good, don't use it. And if you want to raise the upper arm, raise the upper arm. Both feet are active, both legs are active. Gaze can be up towards the hand or relax your head and your neck muscles. Have a little bend in the front leg and gently bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, and heel toe the feet together. Okay, horse stance. Bring your feet fairly wide apart and point the toes out towards the corner edges of your mat. So we're tractioning the knees towards the middle toes. So if you are finding your knees are coming in, you don't want to do that because you'll end up damaging your knee joints. So think of tractioning the knees towards the mid toes. Okay, hands at your heart. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, coming down and sitting in to your horse pose. Inhale, raise the arms up. So the elbows are at right angles. Keep breathing deeply, keep smiling. Even when your legs are starting to really light up, this is when poses get interesting. Keep breathing deeply. Bring your hands down onto your hips, your thighs, just where the hip crease is, and gently send the skin away slightly from the hip crease. Coming into a twisting horse. So, big inhale here, and exhale, twist to one side. Keep the bend in your knees. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, opposite side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, arms up, keep smiling, your legs are fine. And exhale, hands to heart. Heel toe the feet together and really shake them out. Your thighs might be a wee bit tender, so give your muscles a gentle little massage. And let's come down onto your mats for some bridge poses. So lying down on your mat, get your heels as close to your sit bones as possible with your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands down by your sides with your palms facing up. Switch on your active feet, so pushing into the floor with your feet. If your back is not very happy tonight, just start off with pelvic lifts. So we'll all do that this tonight to begin with, and then we'll go into the more deeper pose. So inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, gently tilt the tailbone. So your upper back, mid back is still on the floor. We're just activating the low back, lifting the tailbone. And release. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, push into your feet and gently tilt your tailbone. Feel your low tummy muscles working. And release. Inhale, expanding the ribs. Exhale, push into the floor and gently tilt the tailbone. And release. Bridge pose. Inhale and expand the lungs. Exhale, push into your feet and gently start to peel the spine off the mat. Sending the hips towards the ceiling by activating your strong leg muscles. And gently lower top of the back, mid back, tailbone down last. This time when you come up into your bridge, you can clasp your hands underneath your back and send your knuckles away from you. It sometimes helps you to get your hips up a little bit. Or if you're happy to keep your hands on the floor with your palms facing up, you can do that as well. Okay, so take a deep inhale. Exhale, push up into bridge. Hands are either flat on the floor with the palms facing up, or you can clasp your hands and send the knuckles towards your heels. Focus your breath so that you're breathing through the sides of your body. So the same action that we did in the 3-part breath, so the second part of the breath, expanding your ribs. Push into your legs a little bit more and Feel your chest muscles opening in your back bend. Exhaling, lower the top of the back, mid-back, tailbone down last. Bring your knees to flop together and bring your hands onto your tummy. Close your eyes. Direct your awareness to where your hands are, energizing your body with the breath. Bring your feet and your knees hip distance apart. Bring your left foot onto your right thigh. You can stay here, or if it feels comfortable, send the left hand through the gap, take hold of your shin with both hands, or you can use a strap and gently draw the right knee towards your chest. Keep your head on the floor. Feel the tension seeping away from the left leg, left hip, left thigh. Lower the right foot, or the left foot. And let's do the opposite side. So place the right foot onto the left thigh. And this might be enough for this hip joint. Otherwise, you can thread the right hand through the gap or put a belt through and take hold of your belt or the left shin or back of the leg and gently draw the left knee towards you. Take a really deep inhale and sigh the breath away. Really feel a release in this pose. Release the hands, lower the left foot, lower the right foot. And gently roll over to one side and bring yourself all the way up to sitting. Extend both legs out in front of you and bend in the left knee. You can keep the foot here or cross the leg over. Bend in the right leg if that feels okay for you, otherwise keep the leg straight and sit up tall. Inhale, raise the right arm, hug the knee towards your chest and twist around towards the left. Your left fingertips can be on the floor, or you can hug the hand at your low back or grab your trousers. So the chin is in line with the centre line of the chest, so that it's the back that is twisting and not your neck muscles. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, gently untwist. Bring the legs so that they're nice and straight. And hands behind you, and just gentle window wipers with the legs. Let's do the opposite side. So bend in the right knee, foot to the inside of the thigh, or if it's okay, you can cross the leg over. Left leg is straight, or if you can bend it, you can do that version. Right fingertips are on the floor behind you. Raise the left arm, hug the knee towards your chest, and then from here you can take the right fingertips to grab onto your low back, or you can hug the low back with your hand, with your arm. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twisting to the right. The breath is steady, smooth. And with each exhale, just explore if you can move a little deeper, drawing your core towards your low back to create a little bit more space. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, gently untwist. Unwrap your legs. Have the legs nice and straight and gently moving into the hips. Let's get our warm things on. We'll do a meditation. Then we'll go into our relaxation. So I don't want to disturb you, so get your jumpers on, have your blankets handy, and then we can go into relaxation. You can float off into relaxation. So bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. You can sit in a chair, or you can put your back against a wall or a bed, wherever you are, or a wardrobe. You can have your legs out straight or crisscross. And close your eyes. Place one hand on top of the other in your lap with the palms facing up. And notice your breath. Feel the air travelling in and out through your nose. With each inhale, think of the word peace. And with each exhale, think of the word love. So inhaling peace, exhaling love. So keeping your eyes closed, stay connected with your breath and think of those words. And if other thoughts come into your head, don't push them away, just acknowledge them and come back to your words, come back to your breath. And let the mantra go. And just sit with your breath. And gently bring your awareness back. Gently blink your eyes open, but keep your gaze soft and come to lie down on your mat for your relaxation. If your back's feeling a little tender tonight, have your knees bent. Otherwise, have the legs nice and straight. Cover yourself with a blanket. You can put a pillow underneath your head. And close your eyes. Feel the whole of your body supported by the earth. Take a deep inhale and sigh the breath away. Give yourself permission to let go and relax. And start to bring your awareness back into your body. Feel the weight of your body on the mat. And gently deepen your breath. Start to move your body. Have a stretch, a yawn, whatever feels good. And gently roll over to one side. And bring yourself all the way up to sitting. Bring your hands in front of your heart. So repeat after me. You can close your eyes for this. Loka samasta sukhe no bhavantu. May all beings be happy. May all beings be well. Om Shanti.